E.N.D here. Mutate is the second mechanic from Ikoria Lair of Behemoths. I already showed you how the companion mechanic works. Today I'm going to show you how the mutate mechanic works. The mutate mechanic is the new crazy mechanic to create your creatures. So how the mutate mechanic works? Simple. The mutate mechanic is an alternative cost for your creature. In my case, I'm going to use a Ghidorah King of the Cosmos. This is the Godzilla series card version for Illuna Apex of Wishes. So Ghidorah King of the Cosmos has two, one green, one blue and one red. This is the normal casting cost. Or you have also the mutate alternative casting cost, which is 3, 1 red and or green, it's a hybrid mana, and 2 blue. So how mutate works? Mutate works, it's a very simple. As I said, you can cast the creature for the normal casting cost or alternatively for the mutate cost. But if you mutate the creature, something will happen. So let's build our battlefield. Let's put some lands, put some green lands, put some blue and some islands and some red and swamp, because we need all these lands. We are building our battlefield. Let's put here this deck, so we know that we have this deck, and let's put some creatures. In my case, I'm going to put this Mox Viper, which has that touch, and I'm going to put the Gilded Lotus, which has also flying. So we have our creatures, we have our lands. Let's start and cast Ghidorah. So as I said, if Ghidorah is in your hand, in my case is in my hand, I'm going to cast Ghidorah for the normal cost. I'm going to pay 2, 1 green, 1 blue and 1 red. So I'm going to pay 2, 1 green, 1 blue and 1 red. If I pay the 5 mana cost, if I pay by 5 mana, Ghidorah will go on this deck, and obviously on this deck you can always counter the creature. If it's resolved, Ghidorah will go on the battlefield as a normal 6/6 flying trample. With obviously when this creature mutates, exile cards, but we didn't mutate the creature. So it goes in the battlefield normally as a 6/6 creature, which is already a very scary monster. A 6/6 for a 5 drop. Now, let's go and play the mutate ability. We're not going to cast it normally, we're going to cast the mutate ability. So we're going to cast the 3, 1 hybrid mana and 2 blue. Here are the lands untapped, and I'm going to put the creature as mutate. So it goes on this deck, it always goes on this deck, it can be countered. The creatures can be also destroyed at this stage at instant speed, so a response can happen. If nothing happens and you will resolve the creature successfully, the creature will mutate. So once the creature hits the battlefield, you have to choose which creature you want to mutate on. So you have to choose, in my case, Mox Viper or Gilded Goose. So if I choose Mox Viper, I have another choice now. I can put my creature on top or my creature on bottom. So what happens? It happens that if I put my creature on the bottom, my creature will be a Mox Viper with a 1/1 death touch and has all these abilities. Not the power, not the toughness. So in my case, because my power and toughness is bigger than Mox Viper, I'm going to put it in front, on top. And now my new creature is mutated, and my new creature, my new Ghidorah King of Cosmos, is a 6/6 with flying and trample. Whenever this creature mutates, exile cards from the top of your library until you exile a non-permanent card. Put that card onto the battlefield or into your hand, and also has that touch. So if I put it like this, my Ghidorah now has that touch. If I put Ghidorah on Gilded Goose, my creature will have flying, and obviously will have all the abilities of the Gilded Goose. So you can imagine how strong this mutate can be. But you can mutate multiple times your creature. So I'm going to have another mutate card. Here I have Bioquartz Space Godzilla. It has also the mutate. Here you see, you mutate mechanic. I'm going to cast Bioquartz Space Godzilla and I'm going to mutate it again. So it goes on the stack, again, tap the lens, goes on the stack, can be countered, something can happen to your creatures. If it's resolved, now I'm going to mutate again my big creature. So let's put the lens aside. So I have to choose which creature I want to mutate, and I'm going to choose the creature Ghidorah. So at this stage, I have to choose if I put the BioQuartz Space Godzilla on top or on bottom. In my case, I'm going to put it on top. So now my new creature, my BioQuartz Space Godzilla, has trample, has flying, has all the abilities of Gilded Goose. I could have chosen to put it on the Moss Viper. In this case, it would have trample, it would have death touch, it would have, you may cast, obviously, BioQuartz Space Godzilla, which is Brokos, from your graveyard using its mutate ability. So you can have anything, any combination you want with this new mutate mechanic. You can put the creatures in front, or you can put the creatures in top or on the bottom, and they will have the same, as I said, the same abilities of the creature, not the power, not the toughness. The power and the toughness will be the creature on top. So in my case, it's a 6/6. If I have put the BioQuartz Godzilla on the bottom, my creature will be a 1/1 with death touch and trample, not a 6/6 or a 7/7. So don't confuse. The power and toughness are those of the creature on top. Once the creature is mutated, the creature in the bottom can happen, nothing can happen to the creature. So you cannot just, shock the Viper. No, you cannot shock the Viper, because that creature is a 6/6 BioQuartz Space Godzilla. So the Viper doesn't exist, it's Space Godzilla does exist. Now, let's move. Let's put some more things. If you have a creature, let's say my Moss Viper, equipped with an Ember Cleave, if you have a creature equipped with an Ember Cleave and you will mutate it, in my case Ghidorah, you will put Ghidorah on top of the Viper, and Ember Cleaves will remain attached to it. So anything that has the creature that you're going to mutate, counters, enchantments, equipment, those will remain on Ghidorah. So if you have a counter, let's say a 1/1 counter, that will be Ghidorah. So Ghidorah will be a 7/7. So you can imagine how strong this mutate ability can be. Now, let's have another example. Let's say you're going to mutate Ghidorah into a very big creature. So we will have here a very big creature, Darksteel Colossus, trample, indestructible, 11/11 from Darksteel. I'm going to mutate Ghidorah. Instead of putting on top of my creature, I'm going to put it on the bottom. And now my Darksteel Colossus has flying, has trample, and has all the abilities of Ghidorah. But it's still a Darksteel Colossus, it's still 11/11, it still has trample, now has flying, and it's also indestructible. If the creature, the mutated creature, let's put again our Biohazard, BioQuartz thing, Space Godzilla here, BioQuartz Space Godzilla, if Space Godzilla is destroyed, let's say it's destroyed with a murder, both creatures goes into the graveyard. So this is how Mutate works. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you learned how Mutate will work and how really fun this new mechanic will be, especially in Commander. Here, there is the subscription button. Subscribe for my channel for more and more news about Magic the Gathering and the collectible world.